On New Year's Day, the clowns again threatened Mr. Trump, so much so that he had to retreat to a safe location, and this is becoming a more common occurrence than most people realise. There's been a raft of them. Now, I wish to make clear the following statement is mine only, before the raft of mishearing people and other people that like to add other people into the narrative or twist it. And I'll repeat again for the hard of hearing, this is my opinion. At which point do the authorities in this country stand up not only for the people, but the president and this country they all avow to love and protect? It's not enough to sing the Star-Spangled Banner with a fist pumping your chest and a tear in your eye, because I'm sorry, at this point, it's all looking like acting and fakery. Your president and also your commander-in-chief, for those with selective memories, has been shot at with a missile fired from this soil, fired at in Scotland that killed his bodyguard who took the bullet, several other threats on his life, and yet not one mention of it on Portal People News. None. Why is that? Why is no one being arrested for threatening the president? Where's the investigatory committees? Why is no one being arrested for storming the Treasury building, contrary to what Mr. Trump's requests were? Why weren't the people of Citadel and Hillary arrested? They went against an executive order. Why are you allowing the Fed, Mnuchin, Hillary and many others to hijack this country and its people? The country you all confess to love so much. Why? Why do we have allegedly 60,000 sealed indictments, and yet highly level treasonists traipse around the country unabated with their death and destruction mode? Why? Why have various Democrats essentially threatened Trump's life with disgraceful and disparaging comments which have been aired on Portal People News, but have gone unchallenged and unpunished? Now, given the veracity Mnuchin went to Trump with a portion of my show back in September that was twisted into something that was clearly not, where is the same veracity? It matters not that some of you may dislike the president. Your duty is to protect him and this country. But like the RV crew, you've failed. Call yourself a patriot, which is a cleverly disguised term for nationalism, which is fascism in its full glory. But let's overlook that, shall we? You're not a real patriot in any way, shape or form. It's bad enough calling yourself a patriot to begin with, but a fake patriot is even worse. Our story will paint a poor picture of you all in the future when your demise comes. And it will. And quite frankly, you are an embarrassment to your ancestors who went before you. You want to be a real patriot? March into the criminal harvesting bank known as the Federal Reserve, remove all the staff and close that building down for good, and take the IRS with it. Those two entities have raped and pillaged the American people for long enough, and let's ignore the fact that their contract ran out in June 2012. We're now in 2019. They were finished, they're kaput, they're done and they're dusted, and yet you allow them to subvert American politics and increase interest rates to the people when they have no license to do so. It's utter shameful. Stand up, authorities, and do your job. And I will repeat again for the hard of hearing, that is my opinion only.